my belt. I forgot to put my belt on that you can't see while I sit down.
Don't wait till you stand
wait
up.
till I'm standing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look great.
This morning, Geoff was really trying to get me to wear fur with his outfit. And I was like, Geoff, they don't wear fur.
This is not Game of Thrones.
And he's like, I just think it would be good if you just like slung this like fur piece over. And I was like, they're cold all the time. They don't wear fur. She even wants fur-lined leather. Like that's like a thing. And he just like was really you look so funny.
What, am I seducing you?
I meant, yes, I'm sorry. I can't look at you directly because of the... Actually, we look like brother and sister right now. Are you dressed as Henry?
No. Who do you think I am?
Well, I know who you are, and I think that you look great.
I have no Riz as a mask character. I do not do masculine characters well, and I wish that I did. And you would think I would, as many times I was called the D-slur in high school. But no.
Man, they really slammed around that D-slur, didn't they?
Yep, they sure did.
I certainly was called the same, but look at me now in my leathers.
I mean, you make a mask look sexy.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, this is also a sexy look, a Nesta look.
Thank you, yeah.
I regret to inform everyone that Eris wears a thumb ring.
Whoa,
and
that
really
makes
sorry
sense.
to tell
I'm
you.
glad that you put the thought into the character, though.
Thank you. I did. I went into his mind. I channeled him.
Yeah.
All night. Didn't sleep.
Whoa.
Probably should have slept.
Oh, yeah? What were you doing instead inside of his mind? I know you got a thing for Eris.
I don't actually. I find him annoying. See, I think that's why I gave him this hair, because it's not sexy to me, like this hair. Yeah, I feel like he will become at some point, but right now, no. Mm-mm.
You do kind of look like a Chucky doll all grown up.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't look threatening.
You look...
But I do think that's good for Eris, because he's always like, you best born loser nobody.
It's just if he could get better at his comebacks, I would respect him more.
I'm
Also,
sneering.
I do want to say, I want to give a shout out to Benny D, who wrote in and who wrote a comment asking why we're always looking off to the side. And I think it's funny because I think that I talk to myself because there's a camera, the screen that we can look at.
Oh no!
And
Are
I'm
we
just
caught
now.
being vain?
We were caught looking. I'm looking at myself currently.
All right, we got to not do that.
Yeah.
Look,
We don't
there's one
need-
here too.
Yeah, and then we'll just look above like we're looking at angels.
I'll look like my dogs whenever they're trying to tell me they didn't eat something they did. Look away. Just look away. They'll never know.
I do the same thing to Geoff. Did you eat that, Jackie?
Jackie? Jackie?
Me? No, you must not be talking to me.
Who, Jackie?
Sometimes, man, you got to get in there. Especially, my favorite is when he's like, did you take a bite out of this? And there's just like a big cartoonish bite out of something. And I'm like, no, should we just live alone? It's just the two of us. Who else took the bite?
We have one big mouse.
Yeah, I don't know how it's doing it. It's got human teeth.
What are you taking cartoon bites out of the side of?
Well, I recently did it to
Like a
the
ham?
top of a piece of chocolate cake. I just, out of the frosting half, larger side, I just went like, oh.
You ate it like a monster? Oh.
Yes. Because
Jackie.
it was on a plate, and I didn't want to use my fingers as a fork, so I just shoved it into my face instead.
Like a lady.
Yeah. And I was like, no, it came like that. It didn't, and you can't get away with those things anymore. You can't get away with those things anymore. It's why, the only reason why I miss having roommates is because you could blame them for eating things when it's just me. I ate all the candy. I did it. Oh my God, I bought so much cheap Halloween candy after Halloween. I became it.
Oh, yeah?
I'm the meme. I'm the Kathy meme, and now I have too much chocolate in my house. What do I do?
Throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
Do you want me to come take it out of your house?
Yeah, I need you
Throw
to
it.
take it away from me.
I'm lucky that I don't like most Halloween candy. It's too sugary.
Oh, I wish. Give me your tongue. Give me your tongue. Give me your tongue.
You don't want to know what it's been.
No, I want your cilia.
My cilia?
Yeah, on your tongue.
Is that the dots?
Yeah,
The little bumps?
Yeah, it's like and it wears down apparently. I've gotten to a weird portion of TikTok that talks about like weird after death things, and apparently after a body dies, the cilia on your tongue continues to grow, so then it just like fills up your mouth.
Ew!
Isn't that awesome?
No, it's disgusting.
Oh, I thought
Are
it
you
was
doing
cool.
okay? Why are you following that TikTok?
I got trapped in this whole like world where it's talking about like unsolved mysteries and also like weird body facts.
Ugh, no thank you.
Yeah, but you know what?
I love unsolved
learned.
mysteries.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear weird body facts.
Man, all these people that just go
don't tell
missing.
me. Oh.
No more weird body facts.
Wait,
for
can
you.
I shift
Shift me.
the tops? Sorry, I don't want to hurt your head.
No, get it in there.
There you go.
That's what
there,
we need.
there's
That's what
the
it is.
hairline.
Sorry, it was my hairline. My hairline needed to be pulled down because just because Jackie has a 5 head does not mean that Nesta does.
No, that's why Eris's wig is pulled down very low.
Yeah, I like how low it is. I am, like, you do look like Pan!
I look like Conan O'Brien when he was 12.
Yes.
Hey,
Hey, guys!
let me do the little dance with the strings.
I mean, you do, but at the same time, don't put that in my brain because
Why
I'm
did I
very
the
attracted
first-
to Conan O'Brien.
Oh, so am I. Oh my God. I've had sex dreams about him. Is that weird?
Oh, yeah, no, that's not weird at all.
I don't know why I chose the only like a visual joke of his of every joke that he's ever had
Yeah,
on
he's
an
got a lot of
audio
jokes.
podcast, and I was like, oh, the string dance. You know,
Yeah, the one that you can show
you
everybody.
have to show.
Ooh, I
me
just
get some of that dough.
accidentally opened up Siri and I was like, oh, the string dance, the one you can show everybody. Siri, get out of here. Stop mocking me doing the repeat game.
Always listening.
Always listening.
All right. Well, what Nesta?
Repeat game.
Repeat game.
We're not playing that game.
I will leave this podcast
I
right
don't
now.
want to go down that road.
Nesta and Cassian have to deal with the following morning. After, so you know what happened.
What
happened? It
I'm
was
looking
crazy.
at the angels again. Don't you see they're smiling at me?
Oh God, that's scary. No, they have to deal with the next morning after they were so rudely interrupted by Azrael at the dining room table.
Oh my God.
Fortunately for Nesta, Gwen is there at the training ring before Cassian, so they can't really say much to each other. Gwen hasn't been able to find anything about the Dread Trove for Nesta, though. The last documents of who possessed them would have been over 10,000 years ago, and they don't have access to that.
Damn,
That's
dog,
old.
That's old. Why you want that old book?
That's old dusty. That morning, they have a lot to learn about fighting stances, so luckily there's no time to even discuss the night before.
Oh my God, you are 12-year-old Conan O'Brien.
Whoa. Not in the ring. There's no
Yes.
thoughts like that in the ring.
No sex in the ring. I mean, we could have sex in the ring.
No, it's
though.
sacred.
Oh yeah.
I guess some people would like that more, like to defile. But that doesn't keep Nesta from thinking about things while she's in the ring, and she can't stop thinking.
Yeah, but then you're gonna start scenting, and you're gonna start spurting out your squirt scent.
Well, that's Cassian's problem, man.
Yeah.
She's
Deal with
thinking
that.
about it a lot while she's there. She doesn't regret what they did, and she spent, again, an awful lot of time thinking about it after she got back to her room that night, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do know what
Masturbating.
you're saying. Do you think that she masturbates in her leathers? I bet it would be difficult.
No. How would you
get
even
all the way
do that?
down. Can't get. I guess I need more like arm leather on. I don't have enough arm leather on.
No, you look great.
You think so?
Yeah, I love it.
I'm gonna punch.
She's going punch.
I was saying to Ryan earlier that I feel very Mortal Kombat.
That's good.
Right?
It's fun.
That's what the leathers are here for.
I know.
What's the one that Henry Scorpion?
Yeah.
He puts on his little. Makes his tiny head look even tinier because he puts a full mask on, and he's got a little peepee
Oh, the
head.
yellow one. The
Yeah, he's
yellow
got-
one?
Well, I usually say that he looks like a turkey.
But it's the yellow costume, right?
Yes, and then he puts the thing up over his
I was
head.
not a Mortal Kombat person. I was a Tekken girl. Always got to be a little
Whoa.
different. That's why I have an
Whoa.
Android.
She's not like the other girls. You're always such a Bella. And a bit of a
out of
Nesta.
here.
Sorry. Oh, I'm bringing up Twilight.
How dare you? I am not like a Bella.
You're not like the other girls.
I'm not like Bella.
You also hate music. Because she hates music.
Yeah, it's pretty. That's not a scary thing for a person to say.
No. I think it's just sad if you just don't like any music.
Yeah, I would.
I feel like you're
have
not trying hard enough. If you say you don't like any music, you're not trying hard enough.
No.
Unless, like, music notes killed my father.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, God, but the music note fight and, made me so mad in Doctor Strange. I was dragged to see a Doctor Strange movie. I don't know anything about it. Is it called, right? It's Doctor Strange? I think that's the name of him.
I don't know. You're going on.
What's his name? The Cabbage Patch? Cabbage Patch tight face, and he looks like this, and he's a sorcerer, and then at one point he like makes music, and then the music notes are flowing through the air, and he goes like this, and it goes like this, and then he shoots the music notes at people, and it kills people.
I know. I saw the first one of those, I think, and I remember liking it, but I don't remember that. Maybe it
Don't
was
watch
a sequel.
the second one, because
right.
there's a music note, unless you want to see music notes slice.
I mean, kinda.
I got so angry. I was like, what am I watching? Why am I watching this?
Well, now you did it, and you can't take that back. You've seen it.
Can't take that away
I'll try to
from me.
sunshine of the spotless mind you.
Oh my God, please do. Can I be the Kirsten Dunst? Oh my God, I want to marry Jesse Plemons. Anyway, but I don't want to be Amy from Little Women.
Whoa, you are going on a weird journey right now.
I'm sorry. It's because these are my first slurps of coffee, so you're watching me as I exit sleep world and get into the world of the living. I like it when there's a foam on top.
But at the end of the 2 hours, they find themselves alone, and they do the awkward dance of pretending like they didn't just have a whole thing.
The whole cocksuck under the table thing?
Yeah. She just sort of, her kicks.
It's just also
See her
something about
kicks earlier?
too, like Azriel like coming by to like the whole thing, like the almost getting caught thing. Like it's like everything about that scene is just.
But the next day, it's
I'm
just
still
sort of
talking
like,
about the
hey, did you like the punches? Yep.
Man, that's when you know it's really good. When you literally can't talk about it the next day. When you're just like, yeah, remember that?
Yeah. Well, in their quick exchange, we learn that Gwen is 28. But a girl.
Just but to go.
Anyway, Cassian is headed up to Windhaven that afternoon, and it gives Nesta an idea. We cut to Cassian standing in Emery's shop shortly after. Mm-hmm. She has brought a gift for Emery via Cassian, or really a bribe.
Okay.
Nesta's commissioned the house to compile a set of delicious spices for Emery.
This is so sweet.
See, interesting, because I think manipulative.
Well, I think it's sweet.
It's very thoughtful, but also comes at a cost.
Yeah, but she knows what she wants. She's trying to get it. But at least, like, it's better. You get more flies with honey.
No, you're right. She can't access, of course, if you recall, she can't access a lot of spices up in the camp, and she never leaves. Is this a lot of ASMR? I'm wearing many rings as Eris. Can you all hear it
too much?
around?
We can hear it, but I think it makes you sound like you've got rattling bones.
Okay, I think I shifted them around.
Okay, you shifted them.
Yes.
No more clinking,
No more
clanking. You look
clinking, clanking.
Like Nicole Kidman when she was doing the clap. Remember that? When she clapped like this because she didn't want the rings to touch, but everyone's like, oh my God, she claps like an alien.
Scientology.
Well, yeah.
So
Heartbreak
yes.
feels good in a place like Spices.
Okay.
I would do anything for Spices. Maybe that's why I think this is such a great gift.
I good to know. For me,
I love Spices, and this again is that's not a Dune reference.
It's not. No, this is a reference to turmeric, cinnamon, allspice, cloves, black pepper, and salt.
Her eyes shone as a rare smile flitted across her face.
As a bitch who loves her salt, that'd be a good day for me.
This is what I'm saying.
I'm with you.
They always say it's like, Jackie, how do you cook so well? I use more spices than you think.
Oh, yeah.
It's
totally.
the key to cooking.
Yeah. Like I know. I'm great at it.
You're very good at
I can make
decorating
HelloFresh.
and creating an environment
Oh,
for
thank
a
you. I
meal.
do love to put a party together.
Yes, you're very
I love
good
to.
at hosting a party.
Thank you.
You're
See,
welcome.
I help. I'm not useless.
No, you're not useless. Don't you stop and speak about my sister that way. Brother right now?
Oh,
Henry.
yes. Yes. No,
You look just like Henry.
just like him. I don't even know what was that. Am I looking in a mirror at my husband? I don't know. Her smile fades pretty quickly, though, when Cassian informs her that this got strings on it. If you want to repay her, you can come to training.
Huh?
Well, obviously, he's not going to take the spices back if she says no. Is this entrapment?
Whoa.
She tells him what she told Nesta. She can't be doing any of that. He drops it quickly, tells her if she changes her mind to send word and they will arrange for her to get a lift over. As he has
I also imagine, too, she doesn't... I can't imagine that she's interested in the idea of having her flown somewhere else by somebody else. That would probably also put a bee in my bonnet.
Probably, especially if she doesn't leave ever.
Yeah, so it is asking a lot
Yeah,
for her.
definitely. As he has this exchange, he marvels at Nesta's interactions with Gwen and imagines that it's probably similar with Emery, that they're friendly.
Oh my god, Nesta has a friend?
Cassian probably thinks that's pretty good news. Nesta with Gwen, as friends, maybe, question mark, they're not silly or gregarious like some members of the inner circle.
They didn't tease or laugh with each other, but an easiness lay between them that he'd never witnessed, even when Nesta was with Elaine. She'd always been Elaine's guardian, or Feyre's sister, or cauldron maid.
And I think in essence what that's saying is that we're cool, right?
Cool,
Look at us cool
yeah.
together.
And be like, yeah, it's good you've got pants on under your pants. And then
Oh,
they'd
yeah.
steal the pants.
Classic stealing.
I was always just like, they're gonna know. I'm a fat girl. They're gonna see the pants under my pants.
I just didn't want to get caught. Like the idea of getting caught just made me not want to do it.
It made me want to turn inside out.
Yeah.
So then I'd be like the man in Hellraiser. Yeah.
That's fun. His thoughts turn to what went on between them at the dining room table, and he wonders whether it had meant something to her or not.
Oh, do you think that your dick is putting the smile in her right now?
Well, he's thinking, maybe it was pity. Like, maybe she just wanted him to stop feeling bad, and, that makes him panic. But he quickly dismisses the thought because he knew of her arousal, of her soft kisses.
Oh.
He knows that she was into it, if you will.
She was pretty into it, you know? It's unless you're faking it, which is silly to fake it. I think that she really was having a nice time.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for her to do that otherwise. He looks back at Emery once, contemplative, looking over her new spices, and then he exits the shop. The next morning, Nesta is pondering the dread trove on her way to the training ring. As she clears the archway, she notices Cassian grinning like a fool.
Gwen was already waiting a few feet from Cassian, a smile lighting her own face. And before them, drinking a glass at the water station, good for them, hydration is key, stood Emery.
Yeah, she did it!
She did it, she came!
She did it! So at the start of chapter 28, they're already in full swing of their first trio lesson. Turns out Emery is not as lithe and graceful as Gwen turned out to be. This makes sense, of course, because she has these big cumbersome wings behind her. She can't use much because the muscles have been severed.
Oy, oy, oy.
Oh, I hope we get to see Emery learn to fly.
Oh my God, that's gonna be amazing, and it's gonna uplift us. Please, Sarah, give it to us.
Oh my God, she's gonna take Moore into the sky, and they're gonna have their first kiss while she's flying.
Oh my God, right underneath the moonlight. Oh my God. And then she's gonna wrap her wings around her when they fly down, and then she's gonna hold her in the wings, and then they're gonna kiss more.
And they're gonna do other stuff.
Yeah, like finger blasts. Oh my God, that would be awesome with just with the wing up around you as it's holding you out while you're going goosh, goosh, goosh.
Nice. Yeah, it'll happen.
It's like
Don't
extra
worry.
hands, right?
Yeah. She seems to hesitate. To talk about it, but she does tell them that because she fought her father when he was doing this cut, it made the wound even worse. Ugh. This is like the worst thing Cassian can think of, and he gently suggests that he could get Madja to come look at the cuts to see if she can heal them. Emery seems a little uncomfortable, and she thanks him but doesn't seem to want to talk about it anymore. As they begin to warm up, Emery and Nesta are shocked to learn that they both love reading smut.
Oh my God.
Twin horny book nerds.
Yes, welcome to our entire group of friends when we realize, oh my God, you like reading smut? Oh my God, you like reading smut? Why are we not talking about the smut that we're reading?
Who knew we were all so horny?
Jack horny. But it gets you back into. They're just so many of these are such fast reads because you're reading them so fast because you're just swallowing them whole. Wink.
Did you get a bunch of people sending you the Hot Topic line that just came out?
No.
This new ACOTAR Hot Topic
No.
line. Yeah.
Man, Hot Topic. The second Riverdale leaves Hot Topic. They know how to get my ass back in there. Ooh, they can feel it. Do they also have Fourth Wing stuff too, or is it just ACOTAR?
I don't know. I didn't see. I was tagged multiple times by people being like, Hot Topic's got it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I need it. I have to have it. What are we gonna do? Oh my God! There's Starfall inspired dresses. Damn you, Hot Topic!
I worked at Hot Topic in college, and you just have to wait 2 weeks, and it'll be cheaper.
It'll all go on sale.
Yeah.
Especially with Black Friday coming up. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
Normally,
all
we like to support small businesses.
Yes.
I know there's a lot of small businesses who are already making ACOTAR things.
Which is awesome because
also you can fuck off with Hot Topic too, but it's cute. They're doing stuff. It's cute that they have a thing, but also support Etsy designers and people who are not on Etsy and the people... People making things.
People making things. But also, I will say, just as for anyone you know in your life that is also an ACOTAR fan, last year, Natalie got me, there's so many on Etsy ACOTAR candles to give that are, the sense of, either the different courts or, the sense of different characters. Highly recommend as a gift for the ACOTAR fan in your life.
So if you want to be a real big creep, whatever character you're the most aroused and attracted to, get their candle.
Yeah.
And then you can be real weird around people.
I like this one from this shop that just says, smells like Tamlin acting like a little bitch from Lucky Cactus Boutique. Yes, and it says underneath it, experience the fresh aroma of the spring court and complete ignorance. Oh my God, amazing. So yeah, just throwing that out there, but I'm sorry I got so excited about the Hot Topic line. I just, as a wanting to be a goth from a young age.
Oh, I get it.
I always wanted to kiss in the Hot Topic, and now I take my husband and we go to the mall and we kiss in the Hot Topic.
And the kids are like, get out of here.
Please stop making out in here, old people. And
Ma'am.
I'm just like, I'm young.
Nothing screams youth as somebody screaming I'm young. All right. So now we have Emery and Nesta. They are both into these books. Cassian mutters under his breath about smut-obsessed females.
You damn right, Cassian.
And Gwen goes, smut? Oh, girl, did you ever find the right phase to fire up your loins?
Damn, yes.
They get through their first lesson together, and we get a Rhys cameo as he comes to take Emery back to Windhaven. I guess with Rhys, at least, she only has to fly up out of the wards, and then she can just winnow with him, so she doesn't have to be in the air.
Okay, flying the entire time then. Not flying the entire time.
Not the entire, yeah. Rhys and Nesta have a bit of a face-off because he's being a little pushy, to be honest.
Wait, who's the Nick Cage and who's the John Travolta?
Oh, God.
I think Rhys is the Nick Cage. No, Nesta is.
You're on your own on that one.
Aww. But it's such a good movie.
I honestly haven't seen that since I was a teenager, probably.
Bro, it holds
God.
up. It's great.
I bet it's really
it's
good.
really good.
I bet. It's because, I do think he's being pushy. I know it's because he wants to protect Gwen, but it's interesting seeing Rhys through Nesta's POV because in this moment, I find him overbearing, almost performative through Nesta's eyes. Mm-hmm. He enters her mind, and we find out that Nesta's mental wall is steel and covered in spikes.
Yeah, of course it is.
He commands her to treat Gwen with kindness and respect through their minds. And look, I get it. Nesta's been a terror, okay? But do you really think Cassian would allow Nesta to be mean to a priestess? I mean, come on, Rhys.
I don't know.
Where's your head?
I think that, she could, but at the same time, she's got that barbed tongue that she can't control.
I think he needs to give Nesta a tiny bit of credit because she is doing the work.
She is doing the work, but also, though, Rhys doesn't even, know that.
Kind of does.
I mean,
Cassian's reporting and being like, she's doing good,
she's doing better.
Just fucking...
But at the same time, it's whenever someone talks about, it's no, he's doing really great. When it's when your friend is dating someone you hate, and then they only try to say, positive things about them. No, they're, really good. And it's no, they're not that good. You and I both know they're a piece of shit.
All right, well, we're on opposite sides of our perspective on this.
I like this. Othello!
Whoa. Nesta tells him in her mind, she says, mind your own business, Rhysond, and pushes him out of her brain. As this is happening, Cassian has put an arm around Nesta as a show of solidarity.
Oh, yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah. No, he's not actually, I don't think he's actually worried Rhys is going to, murder her, but he knows Rhys isn't, but he's trying to prove a point to Rhys. I got this, bro.
Yeah.
Back off. Nesta notices...
But also, it is a reason to touch Nesta.
Oh, of course.
Which, that doesn't hurt.
Of course. But, Rhys is asking Cassian to take all these responsibilities on, so are you going to baby him through it? Because he's saying, I'm fine, we're fine, don't push her. Mm-hmm. Nesta notices Gwen retreat to the water station during this interaction, and it realizes it may make her uncomfortable to be around two big, strong males. Nesta admits to herself that while she can't stand Rhys, she knows he is honorable, and she feels a spike of compassion towards Gwen, promising herself she'd be more careful to stand alongside Gwen if two males are up here at once, just in case she's scared.
It's so caring. I know.
Emery agrees to come back tomorrow when Nesta follows her away from the prying ears of males, big prying actually not pointy ears. Rhys has pointy ears, not Cassian. He's got round ones.
Yeah, big round dopey. I bet he's got a bit of a cauliflower ear going.
You think they don't heal him?
Oh, I guess it would heal. It would also heal a cauliflower ear.
Unless it was a cursed cauliflower. She says,
I just imagine just a cauliflower in the garden with a mouth just being like, I'm going to get you. It's how are you going to get me, you fucking cauliflower?
Bite you right on the ear.
What are you going to do?
Bite on the ear.
No, it's going to have to detach from the stem and go, it's like critters.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, you know what? I like this. Let's write it.
Let's put it on paper. Emery says she will return. When they go over to the other side of it, she kind of basically asks off to the side, do you think you'll come back? And she says yes. When asked by Nesta on why she's going to come back, she tells her that the spices reminded her of a greater world out there. That maybe these lessons will help her get the courage to see it.
Oh.
So her being pushy helped in this moment.
It did, and also reminded her that you can live a better life than the life that you live.
It's true.
It just means you have to go through some uncomfortable things.
Don't settle.
Don't settle.
Don't settle.
Always work on yourself. Always, things can always get better. We can better ourselves.
Do I look like a guru with my rings on? You don't settle in this life. You find your twin flame.
I would hope that I would never follow a guru with his haircut.
I'm sorry. Have you seen gurus? Have you seen the man who runs fucking Twin Flames?
You're right. You are right. But that's the thing. I feel like that's what would keep me from a cult being like, what's this fit here we got going on? Like, I don't want to do this. You think about Jared Leto and his cult, or they're all wearing white. Like, I don't want white robes. Not a cult for me.
That's the thing, because we talk about this on Someplace Underneath all the time. I know that a lot of cult leaders you look at and you go like, what? But there's always one of them that would get you. Everybody's just got a different flavor of things that would catch your eye.
You wait till I become a cult leader.
Some of those guys, though, I'm just like, really?
Yeah, that dude?
That guy?
In those sneaks?
Ugh.
You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Keith Raniere in his knee pads doing volleyball? Get out of here.
Get out of here with the volleyball.
Ugh. Midnight volleyball. Fuck off. All right. Anyway, we're going to...
That does sound like a porn name.
Midnight volleyball?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, I'm going to serve it to you. That's the only word I know about volleyball. That's it. Net. Spike. Spike, yes. Net, spike, serve. Ball.
Net.
Those are the words I know about volleyball.
We cut over to Cassian's POV, and they are in a heated head argument, him and Reese, where they're just going... Do you think they still gesticulating?
Do you think they make this mouth sounds the way we're making the mouth sounds?
No, I'm doing it for the sake of the audio podcast.
Okay, gotcha. Like the string dance?
Yes. Where it goes, snip, drop.
That's what I needed.
Yeah. Cassian is chastising Reese for confronting Nesta. Reese is surprised that Cassian knows that he even was speaking with her, but are you really, Reese? You know that Cass studies Nesta's every waking moment.
Every move, bro.
And he reminds Reese he knows her tells as well as Reese's tells. They've been working together for centuries. He knows when Reese is talking to somebody mind to mind. Rizan expresses his regret to Cass and agrees to back off and let Nesta heal without jumping down her throat. As Reese launches into the air with Emery, he says into Cass's head, I don't know what the fuck the two of you have been doing in this house, but it reeks of sex.
Cassian snorted.
A polite male never tells.
That's so cute.
Cute. Nesta is at step 3,000
Whoa.
at the start of chapter 29.
At the step 3,000. Speaking of Conan.
Speaking of Conan. At the step 3,000. Oh, God, we are the most elder millennial people.
We're so old.
You're actually probably closer to mid-millennial.
Oh my God, thank you.
Oh my God, you're welcome.
That brought up the fact that my mom referred to me as late 30s. I was like, I'm 36. Give me another year. I'm still mid-30s.
Yeah, that's still mid-30s.
I'm still mid-30s. Thank you very much.
For sure. She's been driven awake with her nightmares. They haven't stopped. The nightmares of the daddy neck.
Daddy neck.
Cauldron, etc.,
cauldron
etc.
fire,
And the self-loathing, of course. So she's also taken to the stairs this night in her nightgown in the middle of the night. She's stopped here on the 3,000th step, sweating and dizzy, her mind going to the anxiety of her need to find the dread trove. Suddenly, the house brings her a glass of water.
Again, just hydration queen Sarah is. Just, yes.
Get that water in ya.
Yes.
Since she's already awake in the stairwell, why not talk to a house? She wants to know if the house has read one of the authors that Emery likes, Celine Drake. She seems to have developed some form of communication at this point because she can tell the house hasn't. She tells her
it? Yeah, I guess it.
Unclear. That she gives the book, that she'll
Let's be real. I think we can assume the house probably is a woman.
Okay.
Just because I'm going to say, what do you think?
It would suggest, no matter what the genitals are, that she has genitals. So That you think the house has been?
Like, or at least I think that at least has a vagina because, like, you enter the house, you go. I feel like it is that kind of thing. Like,
one of the doors is the vagina.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that like the driveway and the front yard are like the legs, and then the front door is the pussy.
I don't think they have a driveway.
In my head, if the house has a vagina,
they don't have cars, or it's on a mountain also. So
yeah, but all right. So maybe the legs are like the draping of the sides of the mountain, and then the stairs are like, you know, when that like what if it's like a vagina had like a lizard tongue? Then that would what the stairs would be.
Man, this is so much worse. Every sentence you're saying.
It's a lot to like. You have to really like go with me on this one, but I think it makes sense.
Whatever the gender of the house.
Yes.
She basically tells the house that she'll give the book over whenever she's done reading it, the one that Emery loaned her. And I guess it swallows it into wherever its eyes are.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying.
I hate it.
Yeah. The big windows are the eyes.
There's just a porn book in front of the windows
big,
one day.
Gaping windows, yeah. Oh. Look at that.
The window panes are going up and down.
Very loud. It's very, yeah. Every time they blink, the house blinks.
The house replies with a cool breeze of thanks that they can read the book.
Aww.
But then is like, while I have you here, have you considered scrying?
Ooh.
The house drops bones and stones onto the stair next to Nesta. Nesta freezes, tells the house she's too scared to do it. The house seems disappointed and goes dormant, leaving her alone.
Man, talk about manipulation.
I know,
It's like, oh, you don't like the answer, so you just shut down?
Oh, I guess no air conditioning for you then.
Oh, great.
We cut over to the river house where there is a semi-meeting happening. Feyre is in bed because of being prego.
Oh my god, she has to be in bed for how many months?
Well, she just went to bed early because she's sleepy.
because she's prego.
Elaine is also left, but we have a Varian.
Oh.
Amryn and Varian are all cuddled up. It's so cute. Rhys has let Varian in on the search for the Dread Trove, but Varian's really there to get that ancient booty.
Get it. I wonder if the sex is worse now that she is just like a regular fae.
Nah, I think they are supposed to be some equivalent to mated, so I think always the sex is good.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah. Amryn is pressing Cassian. Maybe it's like less terrifying after she's not a monster. Maybe he's like, I know I like this, but I don't understand why.
Do you think that she shifted into like her other, like, just like in the middle of sex, or every time she comes, she turns into that? That would be awesome.
Yeah. I think maybe it's just more like normal sex now.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, it still works.
Amryn is pressing Cassian, saying that they need to get Nesta to scry, and right quick. Cassian is, of course, defending Nesta, pushing back that they can't force her to do it. But Amryn does what she does and basically tells him if they can't get her to do it, they're going to use Elaine.
Oh.
Az has a very emotional reaction to that.
I wonder why.
So weird.
Interesting.
Amryn reminds the males that they should not underestimate Elaine. She snaps at Cassian, and Rhys gives her a stern, Amryn?
Amryn didn't so much as blink in remorse, but Varian frowned at her.
What?
She snapped. The Prince of Adriata gave her an exasperated smile.
Haven't we talked about this? About being nice?
Amryn rolled her eyes, but her face softened, ever so slightly, as she met Cassian's stare again.
A week. Nesta gets a week.
This is so
He's tamed the wild beast.
Yes, he has.
So we're running out of time here, Nesta. A few days pass by, and Nesta, Gwen, and Emery are clearly developing a rapport at their training sessions. Nesta thrilled by the dirty novel Emery brought for her, and Gwen, though scandalized by the relatively tame book that Emery gave her, seems pleased.
Hell yeah. Man, I love sharing smut with friends.
Obviously, that's how this started.
Kind of how this whole thing began. It's just so much more fun when you're all reading, except now we're not reading the same smut anymore, and I think that we need to be reading the same smut again. Maybe, well, interesting. Maybe that's what everyone's getting for Christmas.
Ooh, okay, I'm down.
More smut. Maybe it's a smut Smutmas. Yeah, everybody, come on, Smutmas, join me.
Chris Smut.
Yo, Chris Smut.
Chris Smut.
Chris Smut. That or Christ Smut.
Christ Smut.
Christ Smut to you. We all just, we have like later hosted on. It's like, doesn't make any sense.
No.
But we're drinking lots of beer.
Oh, man, I don't like beer.
I know, we're going to have to learn to get a taste
have
for
to,
it.
though. I know we're going to have to for this. That week, they began extending their training lessons to 3 hours a day, and the three of them work really hard together.
So they trained, and between their exercises, they talked about books. Nesta woke on the fourth morning and found herself excited to see them again.
Nesta Archeron, excited.
Oh my god, you mean she's having a blast up there?
I think someone has a couple of friends.
Oh my god, good for her.
I know.
It's
Progress.
hard to make friends.
Especially as an adult.
Yeah, so
it's
good
true.
for her. You gotta open yourself up.
You got to. On one of those afternoons when Gwen and Nesta are working in the library, Gwen runs to Nesta in a tizzy. Meryl somehow has discovered that Nesta replaced the book for Gwen those few weeks back.
It's like weeks ago, girl. Let it go.
Yeah, she seems to have a bee in her bonnet.
Yeah.
Suddenly Meryl appears, and is she ever peeved? Gwen is muttering her sorries as Meryl squares off with Nesta, which infuriates Nesta in turn. But she keeps her cool and stares into the face of the priestess that scares so many others. Meryl confronts Nesta. I know you switched the books. I could smell you. Nesta's all, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oopsie boopsie, just a baby.
And then that makes Meryl angry. Ha ha, she turns to Gwen and shouts at her not to use others to make up for her own stupidities.
Gwen's fear grated against her senses. Nesta said, voice dropping,
Gwen did no such thing. And who cares? Are you so bored down here that you have to invent these dramas to entertain yourself?
She waved a hand to the open walkway behind Meryl.
We're both busy. Clear off and let us work in peace.
Someone gasped on a level above. Man, Nesta laying down the law.
Yeah, get out of here, Meryl. Meryl is taken aback enough that she pulls the do you even know who I am?
Okay, Reese Witherspoon. I can never unforget that. Do you remember that when she got pulled over?
Well, I only remember it because it was brought up again recently for some reason on like all the gossip brags.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was like, was it me bringing up again? Because I feel like anytime, because there was a big article this week that was just like, Reese Witherspoon and Kevin Costner are not dating. It's like, you wrote an article to
You have
say that they're
nothing
not
else?
dating? And so all I could think of was, do you know who I am? Because when Reese Witherspoon got pulled over, she was drunk driving, but she screamed towards the cop, do you know who I am? While she waited, while they like had someone else come get her. And she like flipped out. But apparently she was real hammered, so she shouldn't have been driving.
Not okay and
Not
kind of
okay.
douchey, but kind of funny.
But it's kind of funny to do that's just like, I am the queen of romantic comedies.
I am America's sweetheart, goddammit. So Meryl is pulling a Reese.
Pulling a Reese.
Nesta's
Not Reese, but you know.
not a Reese, but
Yeah.
a Reese. Mm-hmm. Nesta's all, nah, bro, I don't know who you are. She's like, I'm descended from Rabbath, Lord of Western Wind.
Oh, yeah.
Rabbath?
Rabbath.
Lord of the Western Wind?
Lord of the Western Wind.
Like, you haven't heard of Rabbath? Okay. Well, regardless, Meryl knows who Nesta is. The human-turned-fae who beheaded the king of Highburn. And I'm like, stop making Nesta sound so cool, Meryl. Damn,
Yeah,
like, was
dude.
that supposed to be a threat? You just said, oh, you're a badass, huh? I've heard.
Yeah, I've heard.
But Meryl's not complimenting her. She's challenging her sense of self, asking if she really thinks she can just waltz around and do as she pleases.
Whoa.
Nesta's now fighting to keep her power down, which the power is underneath the skin being like, let me out.
Yeah.
Ooh, girl,
Just sizzling. Yeah, she just wants to get out.
So Meryl she's like trying really hard to pull the power down, and Meryl goes, unlike Gwyneth Berdara, I am no lackey to be dismissed.
Damn.
Nesta's like, fuck this B-word, okay?
Nesta let enough of her power simmer to the surface that she knew her own eyes glowed. let it crackle, even as she ignored its wild, unholy bellowing.
I don't know why I keep thinking of Ghostbusters, specifically Vince Clortho, but all I could picture was Rick Moranis talking to the horse and his eyes glow in that scene. Ian, I know you know what I'm talking about, bro. You got me.
Yeah, man, I know what you're
video
talking about.
editor.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking. I was thinking more Slimer, but yeah. Like she can't control herself, so she's letting a little bit of the Slimer get out.
Interesting.
That's when the first second you said that's the first time you said Ghostbusters. Was like, yeah, like Slimer.
Interesting. We got different minds.
Yeah. Oh my God, we got different minds.
Different minds in there. Both equally weird. So Meryl pretends like she isn't shook and just yells at Gwen once more, calling her a nymph before shuffling off. So now Meryl's kind of gotten a dose of what's under the skin, and she's a little frightened of it.
Yeah, man, she's got a lot in there, man. Just imagine when she learns how to control it.
Oh my God. This is news to Nesta, though. Her being called a nymph is surprising to her, and so she kind of approaches Gwen saying, what does that mean? And we get a little of Gwen's origin story here, and apparently her grandmother was a river nymph who seduced a high fae male from the autumn court. So she's quarter nymph.
Gwen gestured to her large eyes, blue so clear it could have been the shallow sea, and her lithe body.
My bones are slightly more pliant than ordinary high faes, but who cares about that?
Whoa, she got rat bones! That bitch got rat bones.
Does that mean you can swim?
You can flatten.
Oh,
I don't know if it's a difference between a mouse and a rat, but I'm pretty sure rats can get smaller.
That'd be scary to see a humanoid person doing that.
Yeah, just all in sleep. It's like almost like an Alex Mack, but more body than Mac. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and less slime, less mercury.
Yeah, less mercury. Get out of our fish.
Oh, it's Alex Mack.
It's Alex Mack. And just like, get out of there, dude.
Nesta wonders if that's why she's so graceful. Her mother was in exile because of this. So her grandmother was the one who did the seducing, and then the half nymph, half fae mother was banned from everybody. That's why
not fair.
No, of course not. But life ain't fair.
Nah, dude.
That's how Gwen ended up at the temple. Her mother went there to be like, please take me in. But then we learned
this poor family. So she goes there, and then the horrific things that happen to Gwen on top. It's just like this is the whole family line's having a rough time.
Yeah, it's hard to be a fae.
Yeah, man.
But we also learn in this moment Gwen is a twin. Apparently, becoming a priestess in Sangrava, you have to go through a great rite that involves banging a stranger.
Whoa.
And I gotta say, after my 20s, I must be some kind of high priestess.
Yeah, up top. Yeah.
I didn't really have sex with that many strangers.
Oh.
I mean, not none. But
because interesting. Because I thought you were cool. Yeah, because that's what I was about to say. I was like, guess she ain't that cool that she didn't dislike herself so much.
Oh no, don't worry, I definitely did. That's
that she used her body to punish herself or whatever. I don't know anything about that. Anyway.
Whoa. Anyway, she never knew the fae who donated his sperm to her mother. Sperm donor.
Sperm donor.
I guess they have sperm.
Yeah. I mean, they must have something. They're gooshing something.
Something's going in there. But yeah, so she was born from some great rite that were the priestess. I mean, I get it. That kind of rite.
Yeah, dude.
That's how they become a priestess? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, think about the spring court rite every year, you know, and there's a lot of magic to be created by banging a stranger.
Yeah.
Thank God I didn't think that way when I was in my 20s, because if I thought I was making magic, we gotta make magic together, baby. Just saying that to strangers in bars. Actually, it would have worked really well.
Probably.
Especially because I always had crazy eyes, you know?
Yeah, if you told them you were a witch, they'd be like, fuck yeah.
You know, it makes me think of, I feel like I have similar eyes as, Nancy from The Craft.
I mean,
you can see how crazy I am in my eyes.
But and I find Nancy from The Craft is very attractive.
Oh yeah. But it's I feel like if you're dating Fairuza Balk, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
You know, you're getting into or at least if you're dating Nancy,
a lot of charms and crystals.
Yeah. Menon.
Manon.
It's from The Craft.
Yeah, not a real god. It was made up.
But they did work with a coven.
Did we cover The Craft?
Did we?
did.
Yes, there is a whole episode of The Craft that we did for Pop History. Gwyn shook her head, as if dispelling the memory. She spread her fingers.
My twin had the webbed fingers of the nymphs. I don't.
Had.
So it sounds like her twin is no more.
No.
Gwen doesn't seem to want to talk about it anymore, so they return to talk of Meryl. Gwen's worried that Meryl will hold it against Nesta, but Nesta ain't give a care.
Wait, is a river nymph, so is that like a mermaid?
Well, I'm not allowed to bring up the other book, but they are in a Crescent City, river nymphs. And they are like mermaids.
Well, right.
Oh, you mean like in not Prithian?
Yeah.
I think that's just a mermaid.
Yeah, they're just like, it seems like sexy women of the sea.
Yeah, I think it's just mostly erotic.
Yeah.
Based.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Pictures.
Man. Good for them.
Yeah.
There's quite a few if you look it up.
Oh, I'm sure. I've seen The Lighthouse. I know what goes on.
Whoa. Man, I love a man in a chunky sweater. Don't even get me started, man, how good they looked in those chunky sweaters.
They really could have used you there.
Yeah.
They probably would have.
To cheer them on.
I think
Go.
I think it would have kept them from killing each other.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. Just a little relief. I'll be the river nymph now, dog.
You just take turns jerking them off every morning.
Jerk them off. Think of how the muscles of my forearms would get. Like, and then they're just huge, like I'm Popeye. I've been jerking for 49 years. I'll also talk with a transatlantic accent. That's going to get weird.
Yeah, it will. Gwen also mentions that the priestesses who watched the interaction won't forget this either, that it's a positive note that the priestesses who watched Nesta stand up to Meryl, it will affect them. It sounds like Meryl's a bit of a blowhard with a lot of the priestesses, and they don't often see someone standing up to her.
Hell yeah.
The next morning,
it seemed the priestesses didn't forget what Nesta had done.
As the trio is beginning their morning warm-up, they hear footsteps in the stairway leading up to the ring.
They all paused at the three hooded figures who emerged, hands clasped so tightly that their knuckles were white. But the priestesses stepped into the sunlight, the open air, blinked up at it, as if remembering what such things were.
Oh my god, they came!
They came!
Gwen's grin is wide, and she doesn't seem surprised to see them, though it's clear that she didn't tell Nesta. It's Rosalind, Deirdre, and Anange.
Oh!
It's Greek, and so with a Greek accent, it seems like you say it Ananke, but it's spelled like Ananke.
Ananke.
And that person is, guess who? A Greek goddess.
Sick.
Also, Deirdre, I'm assuming these are the references she was using. She's a tragic heroine in Irish mythology.
Sick.
And it's known by the epithet Deirdre of the Sorrows. They're always sad in
Yeah, I was
Ireland.
about to say, like, just have a smile. Maybe it's because there's no sun. They need some more vitamin D.
Yeah, they need some more vitamin D.
Wink.
These priestesses need it. Rosalind made me think of Rosalind from Romeo and Juliet, but it's spelled differently, and I couldn't find anything right off the top that it may have been inspired by. Just basically that means red-haired in Scotland, and she does have wine red hair. We learn as Deirdre pulls her hood down that she has a gnarly scar going down her face, and then another that continues below her robe.
Man, yeah, teach these bitches how to fight.
Yeah, fight back. The other two don't even remove their hoods. But it seems that the priestess's courage in doing this is what Nesta needed to find in herself to attempt scrying again. So at this lesson, they're all awkward. They don't take their robes off, and we don't even see the other two's faces, really. But they stay, and they try.
Oh.
So it does something to Nesta's heart, and we cut to later that evening, and Nesta and Cassian are standing over a map. She's ready to give this a shot.
Yes.
She has Cassian with her because she tells herself, someone's got to be there to point at the map. while I'm scrying. It's definitely not because he held me last time.
No. And it's not
I wanted him to touch me.
Because I wanted to touch my butt or anything, but
I guess he'll have to do. So she faces the map.
Oh, what if they have a ghost kind of scene where he's behind her and they're just scrying together and just they're just yeah, scry, bitch.
This is not a romantic process.
No.
Although it kind of is later in the next scene.
There's something about throwing bones and stones that I think is kind of sexy.
Oh yeah, it's very witchy and earthy.
Ooh, make the magic together.
And the next, not to spoil anything, but the next time they scry, might get a little spicy.
Yeah.
She faces the map and holds the bones and stones in her hand, closes her eyes. Last time for her it happened quickly. This time seems less likely. She's distracted. She searches in her mind. The mask, the harp, the crown.
But the other thoughts pressed in. Too many.
Fear seeps into her. Doubt. Again and again she tries to focus. Her mind moves to the cauldron, the darkness inside, being trapped.
Her hand shook.
Nesta.
She couldn't breathe.
Nesta.
She couldn't endure it, the memory of that ancient horror and fury. She opened her eyes.
I can't.
She rasped.
I can't. The power. I don't think I have it anymore. He knows that's not true. Tells her to try one more time.
It just goes to show how much she trusts him, that she's able to try something new in front of him. This is so big for her.
Just getting on a bike for the first time.
I'm scared of bikes.
One day it's gonna happen.
No, I don't have any balance. I can't get up. I can't
you can
balance.
absolutely ride a bike.
Oh
You're
my
gonna
God.
love it. If you finally do it, you're gonna love it so much. I love riding bikes. It's so fun.
Can you imagine you teaching Henry and I to ride a bike?
I'm trying to get it to happen.
I think you and Geoff could do it. I think Geoff can hold me at least on the bike as I go.
I'll give you one of those bikes with the little tassels on the handles.
Ooh, yes.
Be a real
please,
Michelle Tanner.
Oh my God, like a Lisa Frank bike.
Mm-hmm.
They'll match my Lisa Frank Crocs.
Oh, you know they make adult Lisa Frank bikes now.
They have to. They must.
I'm sure they do. But she, even though he encourages her, she says she can't do it. He tries to hide his disappointment, but Nesta can feel it. Defeated, she skips dinner and just crawls directly into her bed and rests.
Girl, it's okay. Scrying is hard.
Yeah, but you know how hard she is on herself.
I know. I would be too.
Nesta awakens in a panic. Sort of. She's not awake, but not asleep. She feels the cauldron looking for her, looking for what she took.
Maybe it's just sleep paralysis.
I mean, this does sound like sleep paralysis.
It does.
Maybe sleep paralysis is cauldrons looking for people.
Yeah, oh my God, and we're being called back to the cauldron. Is that why?
Maybe.
Is that why the man with the hat shows up?
Oh, no.
No, we can't talk about it because that's how you manifest it. We're not talking about it anymore.
I hope not.
It's not going to happen.
Tendrils of darkness seep under her door, forming a cloud over her bed.
She screamed as the cauldron's darkness pinned her to the bed. And then there was nothing but the horrible weight of it filling her body, tearing her apart from the inside out. And then nothing.
Cassian in his room jolts awake. Not sure of why, but there's a threat. His millennia as a warrior has taught him that. His siphons glow and the air is cold as ice.
Ooh.
He throws himself out of bed and Az flings his door open at the same time and joins him in the hallway. Cass in only his undershorts.
Oh my God. I bet Az is also just in his undershorts
Probably.
too, and they're here to protect us.
This is serious, okay?
I'm sorry. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not thinking about it.
Anyway.
I was trying, the belt that I'm wearing for the picture that you guys are going to see later, Geoff took a picture of it before to show me how to tie it on my body so that I would remember how to tie it on. But it did just look like he sent me a picture of his crotch. And I was like, ooh, crotch pictures? We're starting this 6 years deep?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you could start sending me. Yeah, I was like, take off them pants. Come on, show me a little bit more.
That's how you keep it spicy.
That's how you keep it spicy. But it was just him wearing pants with a picture of his belt. So technically, he's just like, I love that you get horny even at the thought of me taking the pants off. And I'm like, yeah, again, that's how you keep it fresh. Dude,
Yeah, and he keeps it from me, and he goes, no, not right now, maybe later.
And I take out my grabsy hands, is what I call them. I go, grabsy hands.
Yeah, you got this long
out.
grab clip, those things with the little claw on the end.
Yeah, and I go, gimme. Just a tip.
Ouch. Ouch.
I imagine grabbing it with the claw guy.
Ouch.
I am very good at claw games. Don't even get me started. I can't play them because I don't have the space for the stuffies.
Wow.
If you get me close to one, though, I'll get you something.
That's a very random skill to have.
It really is. I'm very good at placing the claw hand, but the thing is you have to do a first test run to see how strong the hand is.
Because so you have to put in at least twice.
You have to go at
that
least
makes sense.
twice so that you can see, because every claw is different.
You're right.
In case you were wondering.
Yeah. Who says you can't be a warrior with those skills?
Right? I can grab a stuffy for 50 cents.
But you analyze, like, the strength grip and all that. This
It's my logic. Yeah, it's because I play Sudoku.
Probably. So anyway, they're sensing the danger.
They're horny.
And they're undershorts.
They're not horny, yes, but they're maybe thinking about horny.
They hear Nesta scream in terror and bolt towards her room. Boom! They slam through her doorway and...
Nesta lay in her bed, body arched, bathed in silver fire. She was screaming, hands ripping at the sheets, and that fire burned and burned without destroying the blankets, the room.
It's cold fire.
Awesome!
Be pretty metal. They don't know what to do, and she's screaming, no. Cassian tries to run for her, but Az grabs him, holds him back.
Nesta arched once more, and that fire sucked in, as if a great inhale had been made and was about to be exhaled, rupturing through the world. The windows of the room blew out. Night burst in, full of shadows and wind and stars. And as Nesta erupted, silver fire blasting outward, Reese pounced.
That's cool as fuck.
Awesome!
Reese,
I made a fire!
I love that image of her sucking in all of the flames, and then it's gonna come out and just explode. But then Reese shows up. Reese sensed the danger, and he has arrived because he's our Rizond.
He smothered her fire with his darkness, sick, as if he dropped a blanket on it. Nesta screamed, and this time it was a sound of pain.
Nesta, Reese screams. Nesta, this is a dream. The two matter, the substances, flame and darkness,
Yes.
they fight, they battle, and they go back and forth. Reese's darkness and Nesta's silver fire. Cassian demands Az let him go, and he goes to Nesta's bedside. He knows the danger of getting in between those two warring powers, but he does anyway.
He walked to where silver fire and darkest night battled, and he said with steady calm,
Nesta.
The silver fire flickered.
Nesta.
He could have sworn her consciousness, that power, shifted toward him just long enough.
Slowly, the silver flames begin to recede, letting Reese's darkness consume them. Cassian can see Reese going into Nesta's mind, coaxing her to rest, telling her that she's okay.
Slowly, Nesta's body relaxed, and then her breathing evened out, her body going limp, blissfully unconscious.
The three males stand in the room, stunned and fearful. Reese collapses into a chair. Az asks him if that was Nesta's true power. Only the surface of it. And Cassian is shocked to find Reese shaking. Reese has gathered from Nesta's thoughts that Cass and her had tried a scrying earlier that day. He tells Cass that was a tripwire for the memories of inside the cauldron. And when he went in her head, he saw what she saw inside there. It has rattled Reese to his very core. He seems to understand Nesta on a deeper level now.
Which is cute.
Which is good. He walked a mile in her shoes.
He did, and I bet those heels hurt, Reese. I bet they hurt.
She did it backwards and in heels.
Oh my God, what is she, Pee Wee Herman?
Okay. That's one way to look at it. Az asks what her power is.
Death.
Reese whispered, hands trembling again as he got to his feet and aimed toward the window, which was now repairing itself shard by shard, as if a careful, patient hand worked upon it. He gazed at the female sleeping in the bed, and fear clouded the face of the High Lord of the Night Court.
Pure death.
Uh-oh, what's the gang gonna do?
Fuck each other to life.
Look, I was
the last thing Natalie has on the page. What's the gang gonna do? Fuck each other to life?
It's the opposite of doing something to death. I don't know. I was out of juice.
Yes. Fuck the life into each other. Yes. Yes.
I feel like that would do something.
Yeah, man. I'll fuck the life into you.
All right. That's all I got today. We're going to have to find out what they're going to do with the death power. She's got pure death running through her veins.
Yeah, man. It's scary, but also it's bad.
Pretty metal.
Dude. Badass.